It's time for your boy.
Yeah,
Send
hit
it
us with
home
it, baby. Bring it home.
with the what if. Now, my what if for today is what if James Harden stayed in Brooklyn? You know, over the weekend, James Harden did an interview where he was talking about his legacy and what went wrong in Brooklyn. And that's when it dawned on me to make sure I do this segment on this segment, okay? And let's talk about it. The Nets, when they made the move to trade for James Harden, they wanted to sacrifice depth. Depth that I thought could have been useful to the team to, go all in with superstar depth, right? Claire, we all know how that panned out, the picks that they let go and what they had coming in. Now, before I even proceed, I do want to say this. James Harden, I don't think we should let him off the hook. And I feel a lot of people did. Because A, you wasn't in physical peak shape. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, so you criticize, the culture and the accountability. Well, how about you hold yourself accountable and show up, like a professional basketball player, not like the nutty professor. How about we start off there? B, KB, you done asked for a trade a year ago for one situation and nobody talked about it. You know why nobody talked about it? Because people decided to play politics when it came to Kyrie Irving and his decision to not get vaccinated. So you know what that did? It gave James Harden an easy pass out of town. Okay, he took it and he ran with it. Now, what if he stayed? What if James Harden said, you know what? I'm going to wait, okay, to exercise my free agency that was coming up that same summer. Okay, then maybe he'll see, oh, wow, May Adams, he lifted the mandate. Kyrie Irving can play. Maybe we can try to win a championship. Now we won the championship. Am I so willing to go? Should I go? Maybe I still go because I got my chip. My legacy is finito. It's good in a good way. Or I want it back, get a contract, a long-term contract to stay with this team and win more. What does that do to the NBA in the super team era? James Harden, when he left, he probably ended the super team era because they possibly could have won a championship. And guess what? Win another one. Now, what does Bradley Beal do? What does Dame Lillard do? How does that impact their free agencies that took place after the season? We don't know. It's what if. But I would say this. With the short sample size that we had with James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant on the floor, and I believe, and trust me, indeed short sample size, little taste, they were 13-3. They were 13-3. They didn't even have chemistry yet. They were 13-3. They didn't even have chemistry yet. Imagine if they had that chemistry flowing. Okay, how better they would have played together. It would have been for a defender. Pick your poison. We have 3 elite scorers and playmakers. Pick your poison. You can't stop us. So yeah, we sacrificed the depth. But guess what? You can't stop Harden. You can't stop Kevin Durant. You can't stop Kyrie Irving. Somebody you're going to have to pay attention to. And somebody's going to get a nice, easy look to the basket. What if James Harden stayed in Brooklyn? That's my what if. So I'll give you a chance to respond to that.
Yeah, listen, man, it's a great what if because if James Harden would have stayed in Brooklyn, right now they'd be the best team in the East. Right now they would be the favorites to win a championship. And not only probably for this year, probably for next year as well. And like you said, as far as changing his legacy, if James Harden just get a championship under his legacy, no matter where he get it from, this dude goes up and become one of the greatest players of all time. He'd be instantly a top 20 player with his numbers, with his resume. So clearly, that what if have sailed because he is no longer in Brooklyn. He is in Philadelphia.
And the reason why I like this topic to close us out is because it had so many implications. Like I said, the super team era in basketball, right?
Yep.
If this worked, then that formula still works for a lot of people. So we're talking about it from that perspective, right? You talk about the super team era and how that impacted the super team era. You talk about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving's legacies. They went to Brooklyn to win a championship. The Warriors just won a chip. The Celtics just played in the chip. Their legacies was affected as well. And James Harden overall legacy is affected as well.
You know,
okay.
Cousin, that's a great perspective, bro. If they stay together, imagine Golden State not winning that championship. That changes Steph's legacy. That just changes his total legacy right there. You know what I mean? Changed Durant legacy as well. I mean, he really impacted the futuristics of the NBA.
Literally. And now, if he doesn't win with the 76ers, we're going to reflect back to when he had the opportunity to win a chip in Bucktown, and he didn't. So that's why we are left to ask, what if James Harden stayed in Bucktown, aka Brooklyn?